Hey YouTube, this is MindTech. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be hopefully proving, but might be disproving, the common belief that either toothpaste or baking soda can actually cure your phone of all those pesky scratches, because boy does mine have a lot of scratches. I know I need a screen protector, I just don't like them, so yeah. So everyone says that rubbing this on your phone is gonna make everything better, so let's try that first. So actually, to set up this very controlled and very scientific experiment, what I'm going to do is get a pair of scissors, right here, and I'm going to cut a piece of blue tape in half, and I'm going to divide the phone so we can compare between baking soda and toothpaste to see if they have any difference at all. They might just be the same level of badness, and that's what I'm predicting. You know, I don't have a lot of confidence going into this because I know that you're going to have to polish this a lot more than is capable with some cotton and just, you know, moving it around. But who knows, maybe it'll cure my phone and make it amazing again. The problem with this is that whenever you put it into your pocket, it usually gets scratched, and it seems like the screen warps up at the end. Especially there, that's where you have the deepest and worst scratches, which just really annoy me. Alright, so here is our dividing piece. I'm just going to put it onto the device right like this. I'm going to give the baking soda a bit more of a chance because I have a bit more confidence. Like, I've already tried toothpaste, it does not work. So let's cut that piece and cut this piece, and there you go. And now what I want to do is cover the speakers, cover the lightning port, cover this speaker right over here, and cover any buttons because I don't want to have toothpaste and baking soda embedded into my phone for the rest of my life, because that would royally stink. Let me just push this in here. Here we go. Right here for the power button. I'm also going to make sure to cover the SIM tray because that can also get embedded with some crap. And of course, our wonderful speaker grills. Let me cut this in half again. Maximum coverage. Yeah. Wonderful. And finally, that pesky lightning port. Man, why does Apple not switch to USB Type-C? It's about time, because all the Android phones, for most of them at least, have that now. Other modern things just use USB Type-C. That is honestly the future. So it's time, just like you did with your iPads, to switch on the phones. So now I just have these buttons. Let's see if I can get them all in one. Nope, I cannot. That's just my luck. Look at that. That button is barely just not covered. Man, so I just will cover it twice. And finally, I'm going to cover the camera and all these other back pieces just to make sure that nothing can penetrate. There we go. So this is one safe and protected device right here. Now it's time to get the tape over where I covered it on the screen because we don't want that. And I think it's time to go. So let's first start with the toothpaste. I'm just going to take a cotton swab here and get some toothpaste on it. And I'm going to go around, and this is way too much, oh geez, look at that. Especially where I have my biggest scratches. And I'm just going to start going up and down and up and around. And I'm just going to repeat this motion until I feel that the scratches should be gone. Especially right here. This is where it's baddest. Yeah, that's certainly a word. This is how you polish right here, guys. You don't just polish like granny, you gotta polish like a man. And do I think this is gonna work again? Absolutely not. I think I'm just rubbing it around and around and around on my phone and not making a difference except to remove some of the oleophobic coating. And this is one reason why you don't want to get a Dremel or one of those big machines, because the phone actually has this layer which makes fingerprints and dust and all these yucky little things really hard to get onto your screen. And if you remove that layer, you're out of luck, and it's just really bad. I just want to polish the glass enough to get into that groove and kind of smooth it out. And this is not going to work on those big scratches on the side that I showed you, but all those little micro abrasions in the screen, hopefully it will remove. And since I know this is not going to work, I'm just going to stop there after about 2 or 3 minutes of rubbing. And here is the damage so far. I love this part of the screen and I hate this part of the screen. So now I'm going to pull out some of my pure baking soda and I'm just going to kind of unclump it because this stuff always loves to oxidize and get all yucky. And I'm just going to pour some out into my bowl. That's probably more like too much. I'm going to put some of this back. I don't need all of that. All right, just go back into the container there. And now what I'm going to do is pour some of my water into this container, and I'm going to have a nice paste. Now you don't want this to be too thin, but you also don't want it to be too thick, and I added too much water. That's just great. You are not watching from a professional, you're watching from an amateur. And I also have this paste all over. Oh, great. We're gonna have to buy some more baking soda after this. Not what I wanted to do. What did I do? There we go. The stuff that is not all wet is the stuff that you want. That's the stuff that I want to try and get onto a cotton swab and start pushing around on my screen. So see this kind of paste? This is what we want. This is probably gonna break my phone screen. Good luck. Okay, this is still not the paste that I want. Do you even paste, bro? No, you do not. Now I just poured some onto my screen in hopes that it'll work better, but it's probably not. So let me try taking some of that off. You gotta really push into that screen, you know? Let me sprinkle some water here. This is an absolute mess. Learning is a messy process. Now I'm applying a lot of pressure here just because I want to really get into those grooves. And it's certainly a lot easier to move around than the toothpaste because the toothpaste was a better, I think, consistency for pasting. This tape has lifted up now, and now it's gotten stuck in my speaker. How fun. This is gonna be a really fun little experiment to clean up. Let's get some more of this paste onto our screen. Oh, there goes my tape around the button. How dandy. So as you can see, I'm reworking a lot of this because I don't want to be wasteful, because this right here was pretty wasteful. Let's put that back on. Let's also get a bit more of the liquid paste on here, and hopefully this will be my last run. I'm really getting it. Oh, yeah. I might as well just get around the earpiece now. I've already done my harm. And there, guys, should be a relatively scratch-free phone. Here's the baking soda side, here's the toothpaste side, and here's the carnage. Did I just break my $300 phone? It still looks like it's fine, but, this is not clean. Ugh, not a good idea. Now I just have to pay the price for it. Ugh. Luckily, I have some paper towels here. Let's first clean off my phone. I'm just gonna try to wipe this off. I thought these constellations were part of the dust and dirt. Alright, now let's get this tape off. And of course, it's all lodged in all of these little things. That's not what we wanted. I did not do a good enough job of covering this. And now maybe I can try to wipe some of this off. And this stuff is going to be here for a long time. Do this on a kitchen table. Don't do it on your office table. And here's the actual good part of the screen where I didn't mess it all up. Wipe that clean. You can really see the difference between the toothpaste and the other stuff. Now I'm going to wipe the screen with a Lysol wipe. Don't worry, it is an iPhone 7, so it is IP67 water resistant. So I should be okay just with a damp little wiping. But I wouldn't want to dive with this or anything like that. I gotta really get in with these. I'm gonna have to go with some toothpicks to try to get that clean. To be honest, I probably scratched the screen more than it was before. Alright, first examining it, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say that I don't see a difference. I did not expect that. Of course, the big scratches are not removed. It didn't even make a dent at all. Between the toothpaste and the baking soda, there's not much of a difference at all. Just looking at the screen itself, you don't see any micro scratches. When you have the clickbait videos that say, oh my gosh, this is gonna remove all your scratches, yeah, it's not gonna remove all your scratches, because most of the things that people deal with are the big things. That's why you use a screen protector, Mr. Hypocrite right here. But the phone itself does look pretty clean. And I've always had this problem where it gets kind of dirt and grime and grease that just does not want to remove itself. It looks like it is removing itself right now. Like, this is the cleanest the phone has looked in a really long time, which I did not expect. And looking at the screen, although there are still scratches there, they're kind of hard to notice. And I'm not saying that this is a good idea, and I'm not saying that it fixed the phone at all, because it didn't. I can even catch little micro scratches where the toothpaste was. But really looking at this, I think the baking soda actually did do something. Do not go and do this with your phone. Not a good idea, not recommended. But if you're trying to sell it and they're just these little marks, go ahead, try it. Maybe it'll do something. Just don't waste your time with toothpaste. So guys, thank you for watching my failure. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.